So it looks like some Zimbabweans that hold the ZEP permit can stay in South Africa until June 2024. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to News in 5. I'm your host Joe Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, so for those of you who may not know, Minister of Home Affairs Aaron Motsoaledi wants to end the ZEP permits in South Africa. These permits were given to Zimbabweans years ago when things in Zimbabwe were going really bad. And if you managed to get a ZEP permit, you were allowed to come into South Africa and live and work here, making the Zimbabweans that hold the ZEP legal immigrants in this country. Not illegal. I just want to make that point very clear. Now the minister wants to end this permit, and that means that all the Zimbabweans that were here under the ZEP would either have to find a different visa in order to live here, like a student visa, or somehow achieve a work visa through sponsorship. It's a big schlep. And if they don't, well, they gotta go back home.
Sons of bitches!
So the Helen Suzman Foundation has been fighting this and trying to make the minister go back on his words, or at least change his decision or whatever. And this has been in and out of court. The Helen Suzman Foundation actually won, and now the minister Aaron is trying to appeal it, which is what brings us to this article. Court says no need for enforcement order on ZEP ruling. Civil rights groups representing Zimbabwean exemption permit holders were dealt a blow in Pretoria High Court on Tuesday in their bid to enforce an earlier order they had won.
Wait. What? What's he saying?
That order was to compel the Home Affairs Minister to prevent the deportation of 178,000 permit holders. However, on Tuesday, the court maintained its earlier order to protect the ZEP holders' rights, which means they still have rights until June 2024 when the order expires. In September, the same court dismissed the department's leave to appeal. The minister's appeal to the Supreme Court of Appeal is yet to be heard. Following this, and as a result of the minister's refusal to guarantee the permit holders' rights, the groups in October asked the court to make sure the minister follows its earlier order protecting ZEP holders. Since the minister had lodged appeals against the order, this threatened the rights of ZEP holders. But on Tuesday, the court refused to make this assurance on order of the court. The full bench said that the group sought was already granted by operation of the law, and they were asked for more than they are strictly allowed. The court said its previous order that the current rights protected holders remain in place is not under threat and stands. The mere production of the court order affords the ZEP holders protection.
Fair enough.
So what does all this mean? Well, basically, if you're Zimbabwean and you are a holder of the ZEP, then you can stay in South Africa until June 2024 and your rights are protected. You can work here, live here, all that stuff. I'll keep an eye on this story to see what unfolds. So hopefully the appeal won't happen and the Helen Suzman Foundation will win this case. Because here's something we need to remember about these Zimbabweans that came here legally through the ZEP permit. A lot of these individuals have families in South Africa, children in South Africa, children who were born here. They don't know what Zimbabwe even looks like. Some of them have been in South Africa for nearly 10 years, and they're law-abiding immigrants here in South Africa. They don't break the law, they don't do anything harmful to anyone, they just work hard to provide for their families. I'm willing to bet that that's the majority of these ZEP holders. The ANC wants to punish them, wants to send them back home to a home that they wouldn't even recognize because of how much it's changed. The economy is not any better now than it was then. The economy in Zimbabwe, I mean. And there's a reason why the ANC is targeting the ZEP holders. Because the ANC knows who they are. They're documented. So it's easy for the ANC to just go like, oh, there's 178,000 of these Zimbabweans we can just chuck out. Awesome. And why would they do that? Because it's politicking. Again, we're getting closer to the elections. And there's been a lot of shouts for the ANC to take control of immigrants in South Africa. But there's a key word there. Illegal immigrants. Not just any immigrants. But of course, the ANC can spin this and just say, oh, we're going to get rid of 178,000 Zimbabweans. Look at us. We're clamping down on immigrants. But they'll omit the illegal or legal word just before immigrants. I agree that illegal immigrants should not be allowed in this country, all right? If you find them, kick them out. They don't deserve to be here. But something tells me there's a reason why the ANC is going after the legal immigrants and not the illegal immigrants. And before all the trolls start piping up in the comment section, guys, I am South African. I know there's an American accent. I was born in the States. I moved to South Africa. I got the South African citizenship through descent from my mother. So calm down. Y'all can't get rid of me. But as always, I'll keep you guys updated with what happens with this story. I'm going to keep a close eye on this case, especially when it's heard in the Supreme Court of Appeal. We'll see what happens. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think it's right that the ANC wants to get rid of these ZEP holders? If you enjoyed this content, you might enjoy these videos. Please don't forget to leave a like on this video, share it far and wide, and also don't forget to subscribe. I've got more content coming your way. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.